Hey everyone, welcome back to Lumber Capital Log Yard. I get a lot of questions asking what we do with our main waste product from the mill, our slab wood. Now, being in this industry, it's always a question what to do with the waste product, and having our zero waste strategy, we don't want to waste the slabs, so we've come up with quite a few ways to sell it and get rid of it that stop the issue of a major waste product buildup. But first off, let's clear the air. What is slab wood? Let's go find out. So, slab wood is the bark pieces that come off as you are creating your cant. The smaller you cut your slabs, the more flitches you're going to get, hence the more lumber, because you can turn your flitches into lumber. So we try to cut them small, plus we do it because it's easier to handle. It does make it go a little slower because you're making extra cuts though. So it's just this barky piece, but you can see there's still, quite a bit of wood right there that can be used to burn and stuff. So it's not completely useless. It's not just bark, there is some wood there. Now, you get 4 pieces of slab wood just on cutting one log. And think about how many logs we go through in a day. So it really can build up quite quickly when you're cutting as often as we are, We cut 8 hours a day, maybe a little less. And so it really builds up because we go through a lot of logs. So it's really important that we find a good way to get rid of it because that's quite a lot. So all of our slab wood goes into a jig. And this is what a piece of slab wood looks right here. Quite a bit of hefty wood right there still. So it can be used for quite a few things because you still have a chunk of wood, even if it is a little barky. And so all of the slab wood goes into here, and then we move it with the grapple down below. So this is our pile of slab wood. It's pretty big right now because we just got into the summer and people aren't using it a lot for firewood right now, which makes sense. By the end of the summertime, this will be humongous. Let's hope that it's not, but here are a few ways that we get rid of it. First of all, we sell this stuff for dirt cheap. So people who can't afford to heat their homes with our premium hardwood cut and split firewood, they can buy this for really cheap and heat their home for less than $100 a year or a season just with this. Now this is softwood, so it's not the best for home heating. This is for people who really just can't afford to heat their homes with good hardwood. And it does keep you warm, so that is the idea of it. Basically, we sell it for $15 as much as you can haul. So if you bring in a trailer, we're not going to disagree with you on it. You can just pack that thing as full as possible and 15 bucks. So like I said, it's dirt cheap, and so it's a really good way to heat your home if you are able to cut it down yourself. So these are in 10 and 12 foot lengths. So that is part of the reason why it's cheap, is because we're not going to cut it for you. You have to be able to cut it down into pieces, manageable pieces. Bug. So it's really good also for camp firewood. So if you're going out and you're just having a bonfire outside, it's perfect for that because it's softwood. Doesn't really matter. Burns nice and hot and fast. So as long as you can cut it down yourself to manageable size pieces, this is a really good option. And we also have smaller pieces in here for kindling that you can also grab as long as you can cut it down. A very important thing that we actually use our slab wood for is at my dad's log site on his landing. So we do something called corduroying the landing, and it keeps you nice, high and dry, away from all the mud. So he'll put the slab wood in the tire ruts, and then he'll go across like a bridge, and it keeps everything up, and it's biodegradable, so it'll just go right back to the earth. You just cover that with dirt then, and it keeps you up high away from all the wet, so you don't have giant trucks getting stuck up on top of a mountain. That would not be good. So this works really great for that, and it's another great way to get rid of it, and makes a really nice landing, and you'd never know it was there. Another option that we have is our nice pre-cut palletized slab wood, and this is already cut down to size. It is of course a little bit more expensive because we build these pallets and we cut it down for you, but if you don't have a way to cut it down, this is a nice way, and it's still cheaper than hardwood, and a good way for us to get rid of it. This is not as popular because it's a little bit more expensive and people are all for the cheap stuff, of course, but it's still a good option for some people, so it's something that we offer. Well, that was an event. There were 4 dogs just out in the road stopping traffic, so I had to find their owners there. But back to what I was saying. Wow, I just said that like I had an accent. Back to what I was saying. Between all of our methods of disposing of our firewood, we end up actually getting rid of it just fine. Sometimes we do get worried when it starts to build up by the end of summer, but we always manage to basically sell out. We've had several times that people have come in wanting slab wood and we just don't have any. We sold it all, we got rid of it. So it's never becomes too much of an issue. The more pressing issue is just where to put it until we sell out of it, because we don't have a lot of space here at the log yard. So when it starts to build up, we kind of get worried where we're gonna put it, but then we always end up selling out. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram at lumbercapital07, and I'll see you next time.